What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C, and in this particular video, y'all, we about to review some Hollywood Exes Season 3 episode. Look in the description box, y'all. I'm trying to get these reviews out back to back. So, yeah. I think this is 3, 4-ish. Anyway, y'all. Shout out to my YouTube fam, my old new subscribers. If you're not subscribed, click that description box below and like and share this video. Anyways, I'm not gonna go usually in particular order, y'all. I am random. But here's some interesting pointers we learned. We learned that Dre is now ex-husband, Pretty Boy Jackson. Is that his name? Or was it Brian? We're gonna stick with Pretty Boy Jackson, okay? Is in the studio and he is singing this wedding song. And she is just so happy, like, oh yes! You know how Dre is. She's so full of just that energy, you know what I mean? So he's singing the song, and then after they sing the song, whatever, you know, we see that shininess. I don't know what he used for that hair, but it is just shiny, okay? Them shiny ass waves he got in his head. And they sitting here and they talking. And she just talking about, you know, the big day and, you know, stuff like that. And she makes a comment about, you know, people get pregnant in their ears and stuff like that, you know. And he's like, wax off, bitch, you know, basically, right? And then she just, like, in the confessionals, everybody kind of looking around like, okay, you know, like, she can't joke or something, you know, I guess it was like, enough is enough, you know. Red flag number 1. Okay. Also with the Drea situation, we all know her assistant / like a brother from another mother, Tony. He has some concerns because, you know, it's only 6 weeks away. Kawis has only been together, it's about 6 months, and their wedding's in 6 weeks, so that you know all his preparation and stuff, right? And Tony has the right to be concerned about his friend. He has his, his speculations and, concerns about this dude, and he's just worried about possibly taking out the picture or him being replaced. And she's like, you gaining a brother, blah blah blah, but he is concerned. And like I said, we see a couple flags or whatever, about this. It's almost if it was talked about, Dre didn't really she kind of brushed off and still hope for the best, she wished that he's going to reverse that vasectomy and stuff, okay? Anyway, so later on, like I said, Dallas said there was concern, and when they're at the blackjack bed at Shayna's house, he takes the opportunity to let it be known, Tony does, about his concern, because I think Cherie asked about, how do you feel about the wedding? I think that's who had asked him, and he asked us about Brian the first, also known as Pretty Boy Jackson, and was saying along the lines, honestly, at first he was kind of skeptical, or, kind of looking, but, and Brian just looking like, okay, should I leave somewhere else? And, yeah, so he decides to talk to him and stuff, and he basically, asking a question about, did she want more kid and stuff like that or whatever, I think along them lines, and he already let me know he had a vasectomy and everything else, so he is not trying to give her a baby and stuff like that. I don't think they really talk about him too much, but it kind of that's stood out. Then later on, they go to the restaurant, and Dre is so happy, I swear it's like I know she said she's in love with him, and then Tony had even asked her, are you sure you love this dude type of thing? And she says she does, but I'm like, he must have D'd her down so good and was singing an crooning the hell with that in some R&B song, okay? Because of she's just head over heels over somebody that we clearly see the red flags through this episode, and apparently she got it now because she in the process of divorcing this dude, But that was some waste of time, going to some jet and some white dresses. But she also seemed like she wanted something that she didn't have before, which was a wedding. And when she revealed that her and R. Kelly, when he got married, he was in, probably in a basketball team jersey and shit, and some sweatpants. Basically what she was saying, okay? And she, I don't know what she was in, but she didn't have a wedding. It was kind of like what she said before, which is like instant, like she just get married and, and justice of the peace type of thing, okay? So she is having a moment when she was looking at stuff for the wedding dresses. So it's kind of like, okay, maybe I will have, I can make this one right, and I will do. But she still, I don't know how long she knew R. Kelly before they got married, but it's like she's still doing something instant, just to a certain degree. You know what I mean? So, anyways, like I said, they're at the table, and she's hoping that they have a nice dinner, and if she gets him drunk enough, she can probably get some too. I'm thinking, why in the world you have to get him drunk or whatever to get that? You should be able to, come on, fuck. I mean, I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just like this. Come on, y'all. It just seemed like you have to do that just for him to, to be like, hello, open, okay? So they're just talking, and she wants the wedding gift. His drum roll, please. Can you reverse vasectomy? He worried about his career, and I do believe personally he only got with her because of the possible Lincoln platform that she can offer him because of knowing that's R. Kelly's ex. Okay, that, and then thinking like she knows these folks, because she did. Wait. Didn't she know? That lady that was over the studio, some executive to help him, even though this this is a wedding song that's supposed to happen with his career, so he can come to Prince of R&B or Prince of SoundCloud or Prince of Draft Whip or whatever that might be. You see what I'm saying? But that she knows some folks, so it's kind of like, I'm going to take this chance and get what the heck I can. Leech. Okay, it's a leeching opportunity. We're gonna say that leech, because he's just a leecher. Okay, so yeah. So he's like, hell no, we get a puppy. I'm worried about my career, whatever the case is. And she was like that selfish. And I'm thinking like, if there's a problem is if you want another baby and stuff, and he's not wanting to give it to you, I don't think that was going to work out long if you were trying to do that. If both people don't want children or can accept it, that's one thing. But this seemed like a situation is he is worried about his SoundCloud career, and yeah. Not to say he can't come up with things, but has anybody even heard anything about this dude, or besides just the last 5 minutes that he's been these past couple episodes? Okay. Anyways, let's get into the other thing. Now, Nicole, Tay, because I'm not going to mess up that woman's name up this time. I mean, I've been Friday the 13th, Jason style, bushing that woman's name up. One of the people is Tay. We go, sometimes, also known as Cray Tay, decides to text again Nicole about her thing of just getting over. She still refused to sit here and admit and apologize. And even when Nicole's asking like apology, she's refused to apologize. And her excuses keeps to being her passion, because people should know her passion and stuff like that. She's going to get angry. Okay then, since you have justification just because a person feels some type of way or may disagree with what they see or what somebody says. So if her daughter, who called you crazy bitch, if when many of you snapped or was getting furious and stuff or whatever, you call yourself doing, so since she had a passion, what if she really had a passion to whoop your ass? So if she would have knocked your ass with her damn fur purse in her hand and proceeded to mollywop you all across that lovely backyard of her mama's, then since Nicole wasn't gonna do it, she was a little bit calmed down. But I'm just saying, since you want to be about, your justification is the passion, and you keep trying to say it's an accident, even though your ass left and Nicole had brought it up, she's still just saying, well, we just agree to disagree, and waters and stuff, and paddle and stuff, and play soccer, whatever else bullshit she was on. But like, come on, like I said, you're trying to justify just because you feel some type of way that you can just react. Everything has a consequence, good or bad. Consequences. Sometimes you ain't gonna like what the ending's gonna be. And I'm just saying, since you felt passionate, she could have whooped your ass with that darn fur looking darn black cat. Because that's how furry the fur purse was, and could have beat your ass with the fur purse. Yeah, I said it twice in this thing, but I'm just saying. Okay, so but they finally just okay, or good terms, but still she never apologized to Nicole. She doesn't think to Nicole. So like I said, I understand that, Prince kind of did you wrong, but that doesn't justify, girl, you need to talk to somebody. And we're not talking about just talking to the mirror and stuff like that, or talking to a puppy, or, you do need to privacy professional, because her justification and stuff like that still does not make any sense. But at the same time, she's only doing this because, if Nicole would have whooped her ass, so it's the principle is not about the fact the couple sugar's real. It's the fact you broke somebody's stuff up, and if she claimed some stuff like buy and break it, then why the heck you didn't go out and give your money to her? Then what else did she find? Cray Tay was get on my nerves with this episode. Now, not saying she get on my nerves, but just like it's something about her just. Now she sat there and was talking about Sheree decides to invite her later on, I think after the event, because her Tay is with her man is in town and everything else, and they go to that poker night, Shayna's poker night thing, and Sheree is concerned about she's still looking for her drinks that's supposed to be made and stuff like that, and so later on her and Tay and Drea, because Drea is a mediator. And because, Will Smith, Sheree wants to know about that Will Smith comment, about the child support. And Tay is still trying to justify it. Somehow it gets a loophole. Maybe to me personally, y'all, I could be wrong. But she finds some way, instead of just saying, I'll apologize, or really her reasoning. It's like she gives a reason, but it's bullshit. You get what I'm saying? So in her case here, to a certain point, she was kind of like, the real reality is, I could have sworn it was like this, but I didn't have a babysitter and stuff like that. But I was just saying I didn't have a babysitter, but it's kind of like, because I think Sheree was kind of like saying, like, okay, what does that have to do anything about me receiving child support, which it was up to 19 instead of 18, was supposed to be in this conversation. And maybe just me, but I really didn't see her really give an explanation of why she had to take it there, about whether she received child support or not, or making it seem like she just lived off of Will Smith's child support, is what it could have been interpreted as, So she sat here, and then because she was like saying, well, you could have even brought your daughter, because she was saying like her mom was going on movie night or something, and she couldn't take the child. But really, it just is, like I said, it was a bullshit. She could have just said that her man was in town, and she changed her mind, and and that was that, But instead, it changed to now she needs a babysitter, and then she started crying because she's like, her daughter, she said, well, you could have came at my house or whatever, and kept the child, and the child could have stayed at our house. She's like, well, I can't just have the child over there, but I'm gonna go 6 or 7 and blah blah blah, and I did so much for this child to keep this child, or whether the child would have got hurt there and stuff like that if the child is not child's proof and stuff like that. And Dre decided to say, you have to understand where she's coming from. She went through all this stuff to get this child, and she's just absurd. So everybody hugs and cool beyond, try to goes by Monte's thing. It's like she was just hurt because of what happened with the circumstances with her trying to go through this child and stuff. But Sheree at the moment just said she was being a friend. Understand she just was kind of traumatized and whatever. And my Barbara Streisand song plays in the background. No, I'm not trying to say it was nothing not sensitive, but like I said, Tay sometimes, I don't know. Y'all can interpret it as I don't even feel like even getting into that about her with her this and that. She could just say flat out, like, I'm sorry, my man's in town, he's not always around. I'm usually, up here, trying to French kiss a Skype conversation through him. He was there. We needed the time together, okay? I'm sorry, my bad. It happens. Okay. Anyways, so another little bit is we got, also, we had Jessica, and she loves herself some sexual chocolate, okay? Just full of bigness all the way from head to toe in both heads. Okay, whoops. Anyway, so at Shannon's part, Sheree has this guy who's gets, must buff whatever, and just Jessica is just sitting there like, ooh, I can't wait to see that, or whatever, because she's just like, ooh, he's jet black and just delicious and everything, just like, oh my gosh, that's the worst. I can't. So when they at the party, even then they up there doing squats and lounges and everything. If they had dumbbells to be up there doing this, I mean ab crunches and everything, all in Shayna's, hallway, towards the stairs and shit. With Shayna, okay, my Shayna, okay, Shayna's, Shayna's place while they're supposed to be playing poker because Nicole wasn't really in this episode. And what happened is that they decide after before she likes him, because like I said, how many times did she have to remind us how black and tall he was and everything else? Did she say black, how fascinating was? I mean, she just draws, just getting, Niagara Falls style and stuff like that, because every time she kept saying black, she just looked like she needed a moment, and it wasn't a darn Snickers, if you know what I mean. So, later on, they go to meet and work out in the gym, and that becomes sexual because he's stretching, but he's darn near dry humping or stuff like that. I was just saying, she darn near could have got pregnant. What would they call that? Like dry sex? Is that what they call it when they be basically having sex and they have their clothes and stuff? Okay, anyway, I'm just saying that's darn near what the heck we were watching on the film. And then they went to the sauna room, and she just like, what happens, it happens in the sauna room stays in the sauna room. So they probably had some very sweaty sex and stuff, but their pores were great. Anyway, earlier that episode, her daughter, which I could have sworn, and before it even told me, I mean, she already looks like, you could tell, just look like gel bait on the face. But maybe just me, y'all, but y'all notice like she's sitting here with some thong draws on. I know just modeling and stuff, but it's just like, ain't she 17? I just feel uncomfortable already. I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's just like, y'all get what I'm saying. Well, I mean, she probably go to school, and just cause like this, she is like, having to realize her daughter will, babies leaving the nest, but at the same time she gonna be playing in her house, and she's, just single, ready, mingle type of thing, and just keep it moving, And yeah, so her and the guy went to the sign. And anything else? That was pretty much this episode. Was anything else with the Sugar Bowl? Where does Mara White's ex-wife go? Is she gonna be any more episodes? I just see her crying one time, and I didn't see any more episodes. Yeah, was she in the credits this time, or she kind of support cast? I forgot looking at the intro, but I mean, yeah. But other than that, I don't think it was too much. Like I said, Tony's concerned. We all know the whole thing with Dre's divorce. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got, y'all. It really wasn't that much going on this particular episode. Besides that, they had poker night, had fun, whatever. Okay. But anyway, y'all, sorry that was a short review. I think it was short. But anyway, y'all pleasant night, pleasant weekend, and have a pleasant morning. And I'll probably say it all wrong. But anyway, y'all have a good night and enjoy y'all Memorial Day weekend. Who's ever celebrating, get some barbecue and stuff and whatever. Alright, take care, y'all.